Fox 43 News this morning is sponsored by the Garza Law Firm. Fox 43 News this morning starts now. Live from Knoxville, you're watching Fox 43 News this morning.
Now at 7, we follow breaking news from overnight. In Knox County, a deputy has been shot. Another man is dead. What authorities know this morning about the deputy's condition and what led to the gunshots? And Tennessee may have won this weekend, but the polls aren't reflecting that success. Plus, details on a Vol key player down with a season-ending injury.
And we're highlighting some beautiful conditions as we kick off your Monday morning. Going to be a warm start to the week. Details on the cooling trend we could see by the end of the week coming up.
And also coming up, for the first time, some East Tennessee firefighters will get a paycheck for their services. Details on the new initiative coming up. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show. We're so glad you're here. 7:01. We are starting off your Monday right because we do have a cool down on the way.
Isn't that so nice? I mean, you were saying October is one of your favorite months, and really dynamically, it's one of the months where you can get those really big highs and then those really big lows. So we've got a lot to look forward to even within this next week. As we give you a glimpse over downtown Knoxville, right now we do have a mostly clear sky in place. We're going to hold on to plenty of sunshine as we go throughout the rest of the day today. Excuse me. We're going to continue to see dew points right now sitting in the upper 50s, relative humidity at 93%. When it comes to our forecast, we're not going to be looking at a whole lot of change over the next few days. Most of us will continue to see plenty of sunshine as we go throughout the rest of the week. And that's going to carry on even as we get closer to the end of the week. Visibility right now is reduced. We do have that area of a high pressure that is going to give us those clear skies. Patchy, dense fog not out of the question, and that will carry on as we go throughout the start of the morning. Excuse me, folks, a little bit of a frog in my throat. As we look at your current temperatures, we do have temps right now sitting in the 50s and 60s. We're going to continue to warm back up into the middle 80s as we head throughout the rest of the afternoon, holding on to a mostly clear sky. It's going to be a warm one, and it's going to remain nice and warm as we go throughout the start of the week, but there is some big changes right around the corner. We'll highlight what you can expect by the end of the week and into the weekend. And I got to let you know, if you're ready for some fall-like weather, I have a feeling you are going to love this extended forecast. We'll have more details on that coming up in just a little bit. Abby?
All right. Thank you very much. We appreciate it, Rebecca. Well, breaking overnight, a Knox County deputy.
Live from Knoxville, you're watching Fox 43 News this morning.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Welcome to a new week, a new month. It's going to feel like fall soon. So exciting.
Soon. We still have a few more days with highs in the middle 80s, so we're going to continue to talk much more about a cool down into our direction going into the weekend. But leading up to that point, Ryan, it's going to be a little bit on the warm side once again today, tomorrow, and even as we go into the middle part of the week, which, hey, you know what? It's been bearable, I should say. If we've been outside for an extended period of time, you're probably sweating just a little bit. But we'll take it just a little bit longer. It's always nice to see that light at the end of the tunnel. That's a view overlooking downtown Knoxville. Right now, we do have wake-up temperatures sitting in the upper 50s. It's mild. We have that mostly sunny sky. No major changes will be arriving in our forecast as we go throughout the short-term period. Heading into the long-term range, we will see again much cooler temperatures by the end of the week. A little bit of some patchy, dense fog, not out of the question. Some of us have been seeing that fog primarily next to bodies of water, low-lying areas. That fog will continue to lift, and we will see a mixture of cloud cover and sunshine up into about the mid-morning hours. Temperatures are pretty close to where we were this time yesterday. Most of us starting off perhaps 1 or 2 degrees cooler in comparison just to 24 hours ago. 50s and 60s this morning. Forecasting highs to get back into the middle 80s as we go into the afternoon. Yesterday we had a high of 86. Today, forecasting a high of 86. Tomorrow, back into the middle 80s as well. So some warm temperatures will certainly be with us as we go throughout the middle part of the week. Now, as we take a look at your Futurecast model, we're going to continue to see those mild temperatures along with plenty of sunshine up until about midday. So Futurecast model showing that we will see quiet dry weather, mixture of cloud cover and sunshine. Once that fog continues to lift, mostly clear skies will return as we go throughout the evening hours tonight. Temps today and tomorrow will be back into the middle 80s. We're going to be watching what they call an omega block pattern kind of just take over most of the country. With that being said, we go from areas of low pressure off to our west back to this big old ridge across the central part of the United States, and then another area of low pressure that is right now centralized more so across the northeastern corner of the United States. Things will change. We've got some nice weather to look forward to. Some much cooler air will be sliding in as we go into the weekend. This graphic in particular, we look at the jet stream all the time. The yellows, the oranges, the reds, those indicate some warmer temperatures. The blues and the greens, those indicate some of the cooler temperatures that will be in store for us. And that's going to be something that does arrive as we go through the end of the week. Satellite and radar is showing that mostly clear sky in place. High pressure will continue to dominate our forecast as we go throughout the remaining part of your Monday, heading into your Tuesday, and even as we go into your Wednesday. So it's a wash, rinse, and repeat kind of forecast with no major changes arriving across our neck of the woods. We're finally going to have that chance for some spotty showers as we go into the end of the work week. Light to moderate rain will be possible by Friday along a cold front. Cold front's going to bring in about a half of an inch or less, optimistically, of some rain. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's going to do a whole lot to help with our drought monitor. We're going to continue to hold on to fairly dry weather leading up to that point. Rain chances finally return on Friday with much cooler weather. Highs almost 15 to 20 degrees cooler by Saturday and Sunday. Raya.
All right, Rebecca, thank you very much. Organizers say church members and the community love this event, and they hope even more people show up next year. Oh, look at her with her puppy. That is so cute. Love it. It was a really warm weekend, I've got to say.
It was so warm. You know, Ryan, there were moments, we went out to a pumpkin patch out to Deepwell Farm, and there were moments where it was nice in the morning, but then as soon as the afternoon started to hit, it really did heat up. And that's going to be the case as we go throughout the rest of the day today. Looking over downtown Knoxville, 59 degrees right now, forecasting temperatures by lunchtime to be near 80. We'll continue to have highs today back into the middle 80s. So it's going to be a basically a cookie cutter day as to what we had yesterday, kind of copy and paste, and it's going to be a similar forecast as we go throughout the day tomorrow as well. Looking at a mostly clear sky as we put your futurecast into motion. No major opportunities for cloud cover or rain showers, so you can keep the jackets in the closet, put the umbrellas away for just a little bit longer, but just put them on standby. Keep them ready to go for the end of the week, as we do have that chance for seeing some spotty showers on Friday. And look at those temperatures this weekend. 60s for both Saturday and Sunday. Wake up temps in the 40s.
I can't believe we're only seeing 70s for one day on the 7-day forecast. We've been waiting for it. All right, have a good day.
Your weekly weather planner brought to you by City Heat and Air. Dare to compare.